Hi and welcome to the Imagineer Academy. My name is Eric van der Hoeven. I'm the Technical Director of Imagineer, and in the next few videos we'll be showing you the technical and practical aspects of the Media Packer player and its accessories like charging racks and headsets. Now we're going to show you how you take apart the front and the back cover on the Media Packer. First of all, make sure it's shut off with this little switch here and it's in the off position. And if you look closer here, you see two little indents, and you put your thumb underneath them and push up until they become loose. Like this. You use your thumb and you slide across the side to open up another capture point, and now you can take off the cover yourself. If you now turn it around, I'll show you how to remove the back plate. You basically put your hand flat on the back and you move up until you can go no further, and you see it is loose here. You can now from the top replace and take off the back cover. So once you've taken off the front cover, you have clear access to the keypad. Now in order to replace it, you need to be aware that it consists of two parts, just like this. You've got the rubber key as a top layer and a bit of laminated transparent plastic below that. Make sure you do not throw away this because it's essential to the function of the keypad. You are, however, most likely not to replace this part at all, and just the keypad itself. Now if you place a keypad rubber back onto the Media Packer, make sure that the two pins on the back side of the rubber keypad align with the two holes on the board here. This is to assure the right orientation of the keypad. Just place it back on the keypad, make sure the pins go through the hole, and you're done with replacing the keypad yourself. So once we've taken off the back plate, you can now see the lanyard connection and the internal battery. To take out the lanyard is just lifting it slightly and then taking it out, and to put back another one is like hanging a coat over it and slide it down like this. If you want to replace the battery, it's easy to remove. It's just like a mobile phone. You put your thumb here on the left hand side, you push and then lift it up like this. If you want to put the battery back together, make sure that the contacts are facing the right direction to face the connections on the board itself. So slide it in under an angle and then push it down, just like that. So we've now completely disassembled the Media Packer, and we're going to show you quickly how you can put it back together again. First you take the Media Packer and you get the little laminate piece of plastic and you place it on top of the boards with the holes and the pads lined up. You take the rubber keypad and you make sure that the little pins line up with the holes like this, and you place it on top. You take the front cover, put it over the keypad like this, and then you push down until you hear clicks on all sides, and you visually inspect that there are no gaps on the side. You position it like this, you take the battery, make sure that the contacts are facing the right orientation for the connector. You slide it in under an angle and then push it down like this. Next step is the lanyard, and you basically hang this one up like a coat and you pull it down like this. You have the back cover, which you slide up from the top down until you hear a little click, and you see that all the gaps on the sides are closed again. And you're now ready to use your Media Packer again. So now you know how to take your Media Packer from this state, completely apart, to this state, and back to this state again, so you can do your own maintenance yourself. If there's anything wrong with the Media Packer in this state, please send it back to us for repair. Hi, let me tell you a little bit more about our two different types of headsets. First, we've got the foldable behind the neck kind of headset that you basically wear like this behind your head. And we've got the other more traditional headset, which is what we call overhead headset, which you basically wear like this. On both headsets, we've taken care that you can replace the most common failures yourself. For instance, you can replace the wire just like that. Plug in a new one and you're set to go again. We've made sure that changing the foams is relatively easy, so you can replace them yourself, get them cleaned up and use them again and again. Hi, let me introduce you to our family of smart chargers. Now, why do we think they're smart? Because you have as little as 10 players and you've got one single rack, but if you want to expand, you can expand sideways or vertically by just stacking one unit on top of the other. And that basically allows you to make any configuration in a matter of minutes with your amount of players, and they're all connected at the same time, and they can also upload their data on the back all at the same time, allowing for the most flexible configuration out there. So to show you how flexible our smart chargers are, let me just demonstrate by creating a situation where we can charge up to 20 players. First of all, you take the IEC standard plug and you plug it into the side, just like that. You flip the switch to on and you're set to go. You can insert a media packer, just push it in until you feel a firm grip and you get the visual confirmation it's charging red. But as you can see, it also accepts our audio porta player at the same time in the same kind of slots. Now if you want to expand to your second rack, you basically plug it in on the side and there's a little indent here which is the IEC plug, and you've got the plug that basically feeds power through on the side, and you click them together just like Lego blocks like this. You flip the switch and there's your second rack. If you want to do a vertical stack, you basically take one rack, make sure that the holes are free, and you position the feet just on top, just like that. In the unlikely event you need to replace a fuse, let me demonstrate how you detect a fuse being broken and how you replace it. Here you see the on-off switch. In case a fuse is broken, it's in the on position, but there's actually no light. Now, to replace it, you put the switch to the off position like this, and there's a little knob down here, which is basically the fuse holder. It's what we call a finger grip type, so you basically get the little knob here, push it in, rotate anti-clockwise, and then you can pull it all the way out. This is the individual fuse like this. It's a 20 × 5 500 milliamps slow burn fuse. Do not get the quick burn fuse. Put a replacement fuse into the fuse holder like this. Push the whole thing into the shaft until you hear click, push, rotate clockwise, and it's a firm fit. Switch to on to confirm the light is on, and you've just successfully replaced the fuse.